Hello and welcome to this video. Now, hands up if, like me, you've spent all your time making sure that you've got the right software for sending out payroll, you've got the right software for doing your bookkeeping, you've got the right software for everything in your practice or in your business, but you've neglected your HR responsibilities, because that's exactly what I did. Then I realised that all of the HR work that I was doing, which was a lot, any business will know, and any business will understand how much there is red tape involved with taking on your first employee, let alone having 10 or more employees. Then the best thing to do when you've got to that situation is to have a nice bit of software to help you. And I would say having that software from day one is what I would have done if I could turn back time. So what is this software? Well, HR software is about making it super simple for you to be able to help your employees and make sure that they're compliant from day one. And Employment Hero is the software we're going to look at today and their HR functionality. And I promise you, this is a video not to be missed. If you've got one employee or if you've got 1,000 employees, this is the sort of software that's going to be making sure that you have everything you need to make sure your payroll and your HR functionality is absolutely first class. My name's Aaron Patrick. Join me in this video when we look at what Employment Hero HR could do for you and your business. As a first look. Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Aaron Patrick. I am a chartered accountant, a certified UK trainer, and fancy new logo, that QuickBooks chap on the internet, head of accounts here at Botfix, and also your friendly podcaster who goes live 8:30 a.m. for Ask the Accountant. Now, on Ask the Accountant, we are talking about Employment Hero a lot at the moment, mainly because they are fantastically sponsoring our podcast, but also because it's been a piece of software that's completely revolutionised mine and Johann's accountancy practice. It's made it so much simpler for us to be able to make sure that our HR responsibilities are done, and it means that we can have confidence to grow our practices knowing that we've got the right software in place. And because we've get so impressed with it, we've been pushing it to our clients, and our clients are loving it as well. They have never felt more confident about bringing on their first employee. They've never felt more confident than bringing on contractors, because Employment Hero is about filling in those gaps, making sure that you bring people on right first time, each and every time, and by making sure that they're continually compliant going forward. And not only that, but you also get to make sure that they're rewarded in the right way. We love Employment Hero, and this video we're going to be showing you exactly why in our first look. Right, let's get straight into it then. So, in front of me now is a dashboard. Now, if you want to look at how to get yourself kind of set up with Employment Hero, we did that in our last video, which was Employment Hero Payroll. We also onboarded our first employee, that one as well, by sending them a link. They got sending the information to us. So at this point, we've got an employee sat there, but we can see what massive amount of stuff is available within Employment Hero. And I promise you, we are still finding stuff out as we go along. There is so much to look at. There is so much involved in Employment Hero. Because at the start, you're going to be really grateful because you're going to be onboarding your staff in the right way each and every time. But as you start using the software more, as you start unlocking some other aspects of it, you're going to see how much benefit this can bring to you and your business. And I'm talking about any business out there. And for me, the fact it does contractors as well means it takes away a lot of that hardship in terms of bringing and making sure that we can scale a business. Because we're going to have confidence now that it doesn't matter what type of employee, contract, full-time, part-time, we know we've got a solution that's going to be right for them. And as we're in this more hybrid working or even remote working scenario, having a solution where it can check in on those employees, making sure they're happy, making sure that everything's okay, is going to be absolutely huge for us. Here is that dashboard. First of all, it's giving me a breakdown. Set up the company details, add in your employee data, setting up your teams and management reporting lines, inviting your early adopters, ready to launch. So I haven't even made this public yet to my employees at this point. Yeah, I'm still getting a nice little breakdown of what I need to do. It's got a place where all my pay slips, and it will connect directly with Employment Hero Payroll. So all of that information is going to come in. We like that. It's got a chance for us to put tasks in place so that we can make sure that we've got all the tasks when we're taking on a new employee or ongoing employee management as well. We can capture passports and visa documents during onboarding, meaning we're going to be nicely compliant as we go. Employee onboarding has never been easier than this. Again, revisit my last video on the payroll where it was just so simple. I sent one email, the employee got their phone out, accepted it directly from there, and now they're already within the ecosystem. They know where to go to get the information. They know where to go to be able to interact with their employment going forward. And the onboarding you can set yourself. So we make sure that we capture their shirt size, and we make sure we capture what type of computer they want. Is it a PC? Is it a Mac? We make sure we capture to make sure that they've got a safe place to work if they're going to be working remotely. We know we can have confidence when we're employing someone that we're going to capture the information that's right. And for our contractors, we can replicate the same questions, we can get them all in and make it work for us. You can set actionable items, you can set goals. One of the things that really appealed to us about this was the fact that we could then streamline our appraisal process. Our appraisal process was always strong because it was all set out by ICAW. So we knew that when we sat down to appraise one of our employees, we were always going to hit all the right marks. Problem was that we were always trying to find time, and it was always difficult to put that time together, and there was always an excuse, right? Whereas this solution's automating that process for us. It's automatic, going to push us to do it. We might not need to do a full employee appraisal each and every quarter, but at least we're going to have a check-in. And then if we've missed too many quarters without having that full appraisal, that's going to get alerted, that's going to get us pushed in. And it means that we can be held accountable for making sure that our employees are getting the exact best way of making sure that they can let us know if there's any problems. You've also got a whole recruitment area as well. So I can go in there and I can look at the recruitment side of things. We love the recruitment side because it means that it can automatically post to different job boards and everything else, even Employment Hero's own job board solution. But more importantly, it takes it based on a existing role. So you're not having to start from scratch, you're not having to bring all this in. You're just going to be able to add them there and everyone's going to be happy. We've got an opportunity to see all our people. So here's the QuickBooks chap in here. We can look at their personal details, employment history, HR documents. We can ask them to make sure they put HR documents on there, like maybe termination letters or confirmation of pay increase. We can have all that there. We can upload documents for them. We can look at their emerging contact, pay details, and that's all going to come from that payroll solution. We can look at audit trail, banking. We can review what assets they have. Again, if you're going to have a remote working, you're going to need to keep on top of who has what asset when. This way, you can make sure you can keep on top of that. Push them to have certification. Our firm has a policy that you have to have a QuickBooks certification. Well, in this case, we can make that mandatory, and we can make sure that we've got that proof that everyone is certified at every point. As you can see here, it's talking about the Employment Hero mobile app as well, so you can use the mobile app. From a compliance point of view, well, we have the opportunity to go in and we can make sure that our policies are up to date. And when we're adding policies, either we can upload existing policies or we can add new, put it to the country of your choice, and you've got a whole load of Employment Hero templates for your policies. So UK annual leave, if I preview it, make sure it's got my logo on, I can make sure it's got all the details there, I can choose a template, and then I'm using that as a template. And then I can go through changing the bits that are at the top here, making sure that everything's all been put in through. Maybe put some extra bits in for you. Like for us, we make sure that our team have their birthday off, for example, so we'd put that in there, and we just need to save it as draft, make those adjustments if we need to, and then publish it. And then basically what will happen is our employees will then have to, or if we make it mandatory, we'll have to go through and actually accept them at each individual point. And you can choose when that's going to be. You can put a HR guide, you can put induction content. So when you first take someone on, you can make sure that their content's there. We like to put PDFs and things like that through there so that we can make sure that we've got the opportunity to put videos in. You can add content that is a video link as well, so you can put them directly there. And we've got loads of video links for our internal clients. So this means that, for example, how to use HR, well, there's a video for that for them already. That means they can come in here and you can see, do you want this? Do you want to make this required content? So that our team member, when they first come on board, they have to view that video. They have to get comfortable with how to use this platform, because this platform is going to be so important for them going forward. It's got a whole safety element to it as well. You can do an organisation chart under people, and you can make sure that that's all been completed properly. And again, independent contractors. So you can make sure not only your employees are following all the policies, but the contractors, your freelancers, can do it all as well. And that's huge. That can really make a difference between making sure that they are going to be compliant or not. And if you want to, use Employment Hero to kind of give them an opportunity to put their timesheets in and keep them on top of it, just like you would with your traditional employees. Speaking of time, there's a whole timesheet and leave management solution in there, which we love. Pay is going to connect directly to the Employment Hero payroll, so that's going to be one less thing to worry about. Engagement means that you can go and put your company values up, and they can see that as soon as they sign in. And you can see happiness and custom surveys and exit interviews can all be built directly in here. Development wise, there's one-to-ones that you can do. This is the whole appraisal solution, so you can make sure that's all working. And you can even, that's the performance as well, where you can go in and make sure performance reviews are done. There's also videos that they've provided from Employment Hero to help train them on various aspects as well. And you can look at 360 reviews and performance review management, making sure that everyone's going to have all of their review aspects and their ongoing appraisals exactly how it should be. And then what Employment Hero really like to push at the moment, something that they've seen as a real benefit going forward, is this whole benefits idea. So built within the solution is an opportunity for you to give out benefits. And they even created their own coin, their own Employment Hero coin, or you can call it whatever you want to call it. And you can then give an opportunity for employees to reward one another. So if an employee's really gone out their way, then you can give them the opportunity to be rewarded by getting these employment coins. And then you've got all of these reports like asset registers, tenure report, turnover, headcount report, workforce snapshot. So you can see at any point who's actually in it, gender diversification, employment status, age diversity, all that sort of stuff. And then there's all of your settings at the bottom, and you can really go into all the settings to make sure that you're absolutely spot on with what's there. Under the dashboard, there's just typical dashboard where you can see kind of quick items. Then there's management dashboard as well, where you can make sure you're all caught up on leave requests, timesheet requests, expenses, safety incident, performance reviews, certification. You make sure your goals are all up to date and going forward. And you can see if there's been any kind of shout outs or recognition that needs to be made there. And then there's some feature setup as well. So it gives you the chance to introduce badges, earn badges to set up all your features. So you will be encouraged to go in and make sure that you've got everything set up and you're using the most out of Employment Hero, and it's got a reward section on there to help you get through. Search bar, you've got organisation chart, and one area that I actually love looking at is this whole beta features. There's constantly updates, so we can go through and see if we want to put on, say, approvals and prevent negative leave balance and weekly timesheets. And there's all these betas, and they keep adding new ones and new ones and new ones that you can access as well. And there we have it, a very quick whistle-stop tour of Employment Hero. By far, in our opinion, the best HR solution out there, and it's elevating your payroll. Now, if you've got a business and you are struggling to make sure your employees are being looked after properly, then this solution's right for you. If you've got an accounting firm with lots of clients, well, first of all, shouldn't you be looking at Employment Hero for your practice as well? I'd highly recommend that. But then for your clients, I'd consider it as well, because this becomes that premium element that you've been wanting when it comes to offering that payroll solution. And it's completely elevating the way that both myself and Johann have been helping out our clients in terms of offering a better solution for their payroll. We don't just look at trying to issue them pay slips now, but how else can we help them? And software like this is exactly what we need to be able to make sure that they've got what they need. Employment Hero offers it all. An opportunity to appraise your staff, an opportunity to onboard your staff, an opportunity to look after those staff, and if you need to recruit new staff, all of the features there to help you along the way. It's a bit of a no-brainer in our eyes, and I really do love how this software looks, and I love what already positivity it's brought to our team and making sure that they feel like they are wanted and needed, thanks to Employment Hero HR. Now, I would highly recommend you looking at the video before this, where we looked at Employment Hero payroll first look and go through from there. We've also got some videos coming out soon, so make sure you subscribe on making sure that we've ran our first payroll with Employment Hero payroll, and also making sure that we understand how to get the most out of Employment Hero itself. And we're going to be going through and actually activating some of those solutions, including performance reviews and things like that, because I think that's going to be really important to make sure that we're using this to the best of its ability. So you're already in the right place if you want to know more information about how to get software that's right for your business, and basically making sure that your business goes from 0 to hero in terms of the software it has to looking after employees. Hopefully this video has been useful to you. If it is, make sure you put that like, subscribe, comment and all that sort of stuff. And don't forget, you're going to want to know about the next couple of videos in the series. So make sure you subscribe so you're the first person to know about why Employment Hero is going to help you in your business. My name's been Aaron Patrick. This video has been an absolute pleasure to do for you. Thank you, Employment Hero, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.